is it can end. You know, I heard the governor called a press conference a few weeks ago, right before, or the day the early voting started, and he said, well, you know, Obamacare is a federal law, and if I'd been in Congress, I would have voted against it, and all these guys would have voted against it, and none of these guys have ever voted for Obamacare.
Yes.
Well, the fact is, Medicaid expansion, you all know this, it's a huge piece of Obamacare, and they have a choice. They can stop it. If this wasn't the case, why are we having a special session? If this wasn't the case, why are we even having a vote? Why are we voting on the budget to spend these dollars if there's nothing that can be done about it? So those are my three takeaways, and I would just encourage you, you're talking to your state lawmakers, if you get a chance to talk to the governor, if you're involved in social media or whatever outlets you have, this program is devastating to our neighbors, our truly vulnerable Arkansans that we know and see every day. We have 3,000 folks that are waiting for care right now that can't get it. And we're adding 300,000 people to a new welfare program for only able-bodied adults. It's all being added to the national debt. And there is a choice. We can get out of this. We can do something else. We don't need a waiver. We don't need a new president. I mean, we do need a new president, but that's not going to solve the problem, right? There's no waiver, there's no tweak, no window dressing that they can possibly come up with that are going to solve these underlying problems. So you're going to hear a lot in the next few weeks about work training, referrals, suggestions, and optional, mandatory, suggested premiums, and all these different things. But at the end of the day, they can't get around these three facts. There's nothing that they can do to change this. So I think that's your challenge. That's what we're going to be working on and working together with you on to sort of reframe and reset the debate. Because I think it's a winnable fight. I think we're in a good position, but we just have to stay engaged and keep bringing these truths back to the forefront. So with that, I want to take some time for questions. Just ma'am.
The question that I always ask is, okay, all of these things are true, and we end it. What do you do? What is the solution to any of the things that that are facing us?
Well, the short answer is you've got 300,000 people who are able-bodied who don't traditionally qualify for welfare.
Oh, I put them all to work.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, in other words, that's fine. But in other words, is that basically what we're talking about? Is just the expansion part?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So in other words, now the other question that I have, which was brought up initially, that I thought was so true, is 300,000 people in Arkansas get on a rampage and say, you're not going to end this for me. And to me, that is the reason it should never have started, is that trying to end it is a monumental revolution type situation because they aren't.
Order number 70.
Sure. No, it's a good point. We made that argument initially in 2013, and
right.
If you remember, their response was, well, it's okay because they're all going to sign a form that says, I understand this is not an entitlement, it can go away at any time.
But in other words, Donald Trump may have had somebody the other night on Friday night say they weren't going to ride or whatever. But in other words, we're at a point in our society where there are going to be consequences for taking somebody off of money that they don't
Right.
they don't.
But I think that's where this becomes more important, even more important, both of these 2 points. Because you're talking about, okay, we got 300,000 people that are able-bodied and able to work, and they're not working, but we can't afford $20 trillion in debt. We can't afford to take care of everyone. That's not the way.
Do you think the Republicans or the legislators will actually make somebody go to work? Will they actually make them ever be?
That's a question for your legislator.
I was thinking about that form you were just talking about, because I understand that they are supposed to sign a paper that says, I'm gonna go get training, and they only have to be, 1 or 2 hours out of a month to qualify?
Well, right now they don't have to do anything.
Yeah, this is the work
Right,
requirement.
the work
The
right,
work requirement.
right. Yes, sir.
Another